Welcome back to Politics Nation. Top Republicans are getting antsy about a special congressional election in Florida this Tuesday to fill the seat previously held by now National Security Advisor Michael Waltz. President Trump won the 6th district by 30 points, but polling suggests this race between Democrat Josh Will and Republican Randy Fine could be too close to call. Josh Will joins us now. Josh, the previous holder of this seat is now embroiled in a political scandal, and you've managed to raise nearly $10 million in a race that a few months ago everyone would have predicted to be a blowout. What's it been like for your campaign to receive all this attention?
I mean, it's been fantastic. It's a true testament to the work that we've been doing on the ground here for 4 months. Since this election was announced around Thanksgiving week, we have been out here on the ground across all 6 counties, meeting with voters, meeting with organizations and clubs. We've been VFWs and American Legions, Chambers of Commerce's, just meeting with people absolutely everywhere and building this from the ground up. This is a testament to the work that we've put in. If you invest in a district, you get returns.
Now, Senator Bernie Sanders endorsed your campaign on Friday. DNC Chair Ken Martin is stumping for you this weekend. What is it about your campaign that's uniting the party from the progressives to the establishment? You're not one that could be positioned as far left, but right down the middle, you see all sides rallying around you. How do you explain that?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. I'm a public school teacher, 13 years and pretty much Title I schools. We don't pick and choose which kids we serve. We serve every child, every family, every day. And, that's what I brought to this race. And it's a shame that that's a novelty these days. Every representative should be here to serve and represent every last person in their district. That's the race that we're running. That's my pledge to the people here in District 6. And, the response to it from the people on the ground, the voters and the residents, as well as, the members of the party that we've met along the way who've come on board. Again, it's feels fantastic, but it's a testament to the work that we're doing for the people here.
Now, as we mentioned, you're running in a district that is heavily Republican. What do you want voters to know about you and why you are running?
So, again, I came from education. So I came into this because of the threat to the Department of Education. The impact that eliminating the federal Department of Education would have on schools here in Florida would be devastating. We have some of the lowest per student funding in the country. And so the federal funding makes up a much larger percentage of our budget here. To lose that money, which is what will happen if it's given to the state, because our governor is Ron DeSantis and he will take every last dollar he can out of our public schools, would result in school closures, school consolidations, increases in class sizes. That's not a partisan issue. It was something that I felt needed to get out to every person in this district to understand the implications. And since we've gotten here, I found that, there's much more urgent matters for a lot of the residents. More than 25% of our district is age 65 and above. They are deeply concerned about what's going on in Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, the cuts that they've seen, the changes to the program. Our veterans here felt the impact of those cuts in the VA immediately. Within 48 hours, they were having their doctor's appointments, scheduled procedures and operations pushed back 4 to 6 months. There is an immediate threat to people living here in this district, and they want someone in Washington fighting for them.
Now, before I let you go, we've been hearing a lot about noisy town halls and a real sense Americans are frustrated with the chaos of Trump's second term so far. What are you sensing from voters on the ground right now, and what kind of message do you think Floridians are going to send on this Tuesday?
Yeah, we've had over half a dozen town halls across this district. We've again met with thousands of voters, answering their questions. We stay there answering questions until they're ready to turn the lights out on us. People want representation. They want someone working for them. That's what this job is. My opponent keeps saying over and over, he's here to serve Donald Trump, and I'm here to serve the people. And they see the difference, and it resonates with them. We have Republicans and independents coming out to these town halls, showing their support because they want someone fighting for them in Congress.
And I sense you've had these values as a teacher and throughout your journey. So it's very interesting to hear you talk.
Well, I'll tell you, part of my journey is when I was 17 years old, I picked up a copy of Go and Tell Pharaoh. As a young man, reading about your early life and your activism was incredibly inspiring, sir.
Wow, Go and Tell Pharaoh, I wrote 28 years ago, my first autobiography. You read it? Wow, thank you. I can't vote for you, though, or endorse anybody, but thank you for being with us.